I got a question for you guys. Which county has the highest median income in the United States?
Loudoun.
It's the one that's right next to D.C.
The one that's right next to D.C. It's Loudoun County.
Yep.
And it's lawyers and lobbyists and other people funded through these crackpot government programs. This place would not exist if they were not taking taxpayer dollars and dispersing them in this way.
I tell you, man, with the age of artificial intelligence is a little bit of a tangent here, but those jobs will be displaced. Lawyers displaced. That they're not going to have jobs. AI is going to do it for them, for us. We don't need to pay
let's
middlemen.
pause real quick. There's already been a bunch of scandals where lawyers were caught drafting up legal arguments using ChatGPT.
Oh my gosh!
And it manufactured fake precedent, and it put in fake cases. And judges were like, "That's not a real case."
Yeah, maybe you would call them, I don't know, the parasite class, but people that are like trying to profit off of things you should be able to do yourself if you only knew how. Those people are going to be those jobs will be terminated.
Like, say that again.
People that are profiting off of doing something for you that you should know how to do yourself.
Like what?
You should be able to, like a lawyer. You should be able to represent yourself in court. You're legally allowed to. And if you knew enough about it, you could. But because of the cost of schooling and like not everyone wants to, I get that, but you still can. Those jobs are going to be
terrible.
It's largely because the lawyer game is not about what's true and correct. It's about what you can argue.
Yeah.
And so we, in this country, like based on what you're saying, we believe that good men of honor and integrity who are trying to get to the truth should be able to make those arguments. But then the issue is there's rules in court. There's rules to how you can argue or present a case. There's when is the office open? If you file this paper and get this permit, when does it got to be submitted to this office? And if you don't know those things, you're going to lose. So a person representing themselves, that's why they have a fool for a client, as the saying goes, because they're going to walk in and be like, I'm honest, I have the truth on my side, and I'll tell people the truth. And then the lawyer's going to say, Your Honor, based on this reason and that reason, strike that from the record. And then the judge is going to be like, your evidence is out. And you're like, wait, what, why?
But with a good artificial intelligence program that will guide you through the process and let you avoid all those pitfalls, you may be on par with the people that went to school for 8 years for it.
You'll be in prison. And you'll have a cellmate, and he'll be like, what are you in for? And you'll be like, honestly, I didn't do anything, nor was I arrested, but the AI made a miscalculation on my name and put me instead of the other guy who's also named Tim Pool in prison.
Maybe at first. It's not going to be a perfect process, but I think that's the idea, is that it is going to displace 40% of the workplace or something within the next 5 years.
I'm a huge AI skeptic. I think we're being sold a false bill of goods, and have the market evaluation boom that we've been seeing off of the marketing of AI, it doesn't hold water in any way. People talk about the applications of AI. I don't think we're going to see them the way that people are panning them out. I think we've been sold false technological advances in the past that haven't panned out, and we're just being sold more and more of them now. I think the chatbots that we see now are wrong half of the time.
With full self-driving.
We don't have full self-driving in a meaningful way.
What do you mean?
We have it.
I do it every day.
Yeah, what do you mean?
We have full self-driving in certain parts of the country that isn't completely safe.
That's not true.
That's not true.
I can get in. I have 2 Teslas, and I push a button, I put my hands down, and I stare, and it drives by itself.
You need to hold the wheel.
No, you don't.
No,
That's
you
not true.
don't.
You don't need to hold the wheel.
do not need
It
to hold
doesn't
the
go
wheel.
wrong. It doesn't
No.
ever.
Nope.
No, but here's what he
2 years ago, maybe. But right now, if I get into my Tesla, I click the button one time, and it drives straight to my destination.
So tonight we're supposed to have an ice storm here or something.
no, but that's-
You are going to be willing to go and click a button and take you home to wherever you need to drive right now. In these back roads in West Virginia,
let me pause you right there.
Go ahead.
In many circumstances, the car reacts better than I do and a human being does. So actually, when we were driving, it was last year in a snowstorm, I let the car drive itself. Because do you know how to respond to hydroplaning? Tell me what to do if you hydroplane.
You're supposed to brake hard and then let the auto.
Negative. You're supposed to very
brakes?
gently tap it. Don't slam
Hey,
the
you know
brakes.
what? I'm not going to argue with any of you because my self-driving car automatically adapts to hydroplaning and corrects itself.
And they have new brakes that will automatically adapt for you if you slam them. But
The point is, you can be a skeptic about AI all you'd like, but AI is advancing faster than you could believe. The end of this year, full self-driving unsupervised is alleged to be released. If not the end of this year, it'll be first quarter or something like that next year, which means where you don't have to watch it. Like right now, if you're driving, you do have to keep your head up and look at the road. There will be coming shortly one where you don't. That's what the Tesla taxi is based on. The autonomous taxi is based on the person doesn't have to do anything. Waymo does it right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
get
but they
you
use
get an attack.
LiDAR
We
and it's
don't
like-
have widespread, effective, as I understand, still on the streets, self-driving cars.
You're wrong.
I think with chatbots,
You're
if I
completely-
can
you're
continue.
completely-
I actually agree.
Chatbots.
Two people
please,
that own
guys.
Tesla
I have a,
are telling
I have
you
a
you're
Tesla
wrong.
too with
Okay,
full
good.
self-driving. But here's the thing: the edge cases are the main. Like it can do most, like 99% of things it can do. But the problem is, if you're going to do it for everyday application and over, long periods of time, it still has problems with edge cases.
Like what?
That's why it's that's why it's not
What's
why
an
it's not-
example of an edge case?
An edge case will be, for example, if a leaf falls the exact way, or there's like a strange object in the street that it doesn't know if it's like a shadow, because it's working purely on vision. Because Tesla only does vision. They got rid of the radar. They don't do LiDAR. With just vision, and it doesn't have any gimbals, so it can like move around and stuff. It's hard for it to completely identify objects the same way humans can in edge cases, because it's
And let me
based
pause
on-
real quick. There's also a thing called blind spots that's been around since the creation of cars.
Yeah.
And humans also can't see 100% either, and humans get into accidents too.
No, I think it's safer than humans. I think like mile per mile right now, it's safer than humans. But if you're trying to have it as like a day-to-day, long-term application, those edge cases are still what trips.
Remember what started this conversation a lot is skeptical of AI, and the point is AI is progressing faster than most people can say. So I don't. Whereas we can talk about edge cases all we want, and there are going to be edge cases and stuff like that. AI is the technology that people say that.
So-
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.